No, you don't eat.
Yes, that's a problem.
No, you don't eat.
Well, I don't need. Yes, that's somebody.
To the Deputy Executive Mayor, greetings to all councillors present, and greetings to the public, greetings to our officials who are present. We are opening now our agenda, our special council meeting. The date is the 30th of August, 2024, and the time is 9:04. Before we start with our order of business, I want to propose to council and the public that we change the order of business to first deal with the item that got legal and financial implications for the municipality. Therefore, we will deal with in-committee items first, and then after 30 minutes, we will go back to the open agenda.
I accept your proposal, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. We are moving now to item number 2, which is the attendance register, and hopefully that it is circulating for all of us to sign. We are moving to item number 3, which is applications for leave of absence, none received. Item number 4, declaration of interest, disclosure of interest by councillors. Anyone who want to declare? No. Moving to item number 5, which is confirmation of minutes for previous meeting. We will do it in the open agenda. Moving to statements and communication by the Executive Mayor. None, and the Speaker also, I have none. Then number 7 is the presentation, which we have none. Item number 8, items for information, which have been dealt with by the Executive Mayor in terms of delegated authority, which we have none. As in my opening, I have stated that we will park here in item number 8. We excuse the public. We are going now to the in-committee matters.
It's only you, my life.
Really? But you can't know by
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker,
Okay.
How old is your father?
we haven't even signed the attendance register.
3. It is circulating.
Where is it?
Speaker,
Thanks. It's fine.
are we not praying anymore?
No,
Okay.
I already prayed at home.
Okay, ma.
We are traditional. Yeah.
Wait for the attendance register to be signed.
We are going to be traditional.
In the wind.
Yeah.
I do know.
I missed you guys. I can say, wow, it's gonna be nice here in this council.
You best believe.
I choose a
Best believe.
I didn't know that the yeah, got a different talent.
I think it's not. I think she's.
Mayila, hello. Phone mo, so taneka.
It is a very wrong ruling and I suggest that.
I think.
I'm reading this in this council speaker.
Oh, no, we are not undermining the speaker. You are all, no,
Do not continue this council in
no.
a manner which is in agreement with the rules of order. Let them be taken up.
Oh.
Madam,
Like that now.
It's not that we are fighting.
And you want to project the speaker as a delinquent.
Madam,
We are saying.
That's what you want.
Number 4.
That's what you want.
Declaration of
yes.
interest. You were supposed to have a clarity of interest.
You want the speaker to be rendered useless now. You want that's what speaker do you want?
Speaker, we don't want to fight.
Madam Speaker,
That's what Councillor. Oh, you are setting her up now.
Madam Speaker.
Speaker, are you setting her up?
Madam Speaker. For the protection.
Speaker, the councillor is cited here.
Speaker, we wanted to assist. Speaker, we're not fighting.
You never entertained that.
That's what we are saying.
We can't
Madam Speaker.
conclude in this item when a councillor is cited. You can't do that.
Madam Speaker,
It can't.
I think best is that we go back to information and sort out this item.
It's EA versus Bitou municipality.
And then we have all the GA councillors here voting on it.
Councillors, I will read the conduct of members. If a member misbehaves or behaves in an unseemly manner or obstruct the business of a meeting or challenging the ruling of the speaker on any point of order or ruling in the terms of section 31 of section 3(1) or declines to withdraw any expression when required to do so by the chairperson or indulges in tedious repetition or unbecoming language or commits any breach of this by law, the speaker must direct such member to conduct himself or herself properly, and if speaking, to discontinue his or her speech. If a member is found to have breached the conduct of council as laid bare in 1 above, the member shall be removed from council chambers, suspended for a period which will be appropriate to the set rules of the council. Councillors, now we are proceeding with the. We are proceeding now, councillors, and as I have read the misconduct of members, I will do so.
So are you going to talk us
I
out?
acknowledge you as the speaker. I respect you. I have my hand up. Please acknowledge me. Speaker.
Councillors, I am proceeding with the order of business, and again, if you want to be out of this meeting, I will do so.
You see, I respect you. I'm raising my hand. Please acknowledge me and allow me to speak.
I am not allowing any hand in the in-committee matters that we have dealt with. I am not allowing any hand. I am not allowing any hand. We are moving, and if someone now is disturbing me while I'm proceeding with the order of business, I have no choice but to remove the person. I'm not going back to in-committee items that were proposed and seconded.
Speaker, sorry.
We are moving to item number 10, consideration of response non-delegated matters. Can the administration please take us through?
Point of order, Speaker. No point of order.
Councillor Tablanche.
Speaker, I would like to address you. I would like to address you, Speaker.
And under which rule are you addressing me?
Speaker, Chapter 6, Rule 29. A member who speaks at a meeting must appropriately address the speaker in the following manner. Should be recognized by the speaker by way of either switching on the mic or by show of hand while sitting down. So while my hand was up, the mic is not working. So therefore I could not be recognized by you through the mic. Hence my hand was up. So can I address you, Speaker?
On the point of.
Page 16, Chair. Page 16 in the rules of order.
No, but he wants to address the speaker. You are
Rules of debate.
You are the mayor.
No.
Page 16.
Speaker line, roll down.
Page 16.
Roll down, speaker line. He's talking to the speaker now.
My mic is off, hence I can't switch it on. Don't talk to. So I'm using my hand. Hy maak so van time to time, maar ons gebruik maar dit.
Yes.
So dit kom op teken aan my maak so. Speaker, speaker.
Those mics are not working any longer.
So hence I'm using my hand.
No, are not working any longer, so you can't refer to them when you are raising a point of order.
No, that's what I'm saying, Speaker. I said there's two ways I can address you, but the one is not working, hence my hand is up.
No, the mic in front of you is working.
No, that's a roving mic, Speaker.
No,
The whole chamber, so I'm using my hand.
we all know that the ones that have a longer stick, we are not using them anymore. We are using the flat ones.
So I'm
So the flat ones are working.
no, you can't touch that one, Speaker. It's for the chambers. That's why I'm using my hand.
Us?
I show of hands. Speaker, I want to be recognized. I've raised my hand.
Section 1, first of the.
Guys, we are wrong here.
Is
Madam Speaker, Speaker.
Roxy.
Sorry, can I address you? Can I address you, Speaker? Sorry, can I address you, Speaker?
Development
Speaker,
brackets IDP,
Speaker, can I address?
the 5 IDP and new budget and PMS page.
Speaker, why are you giving us silent treatment?
The item is 7,
Imbike ngokulento eyenzekayo.
Deputy, Executive Mayor.
Speaker, I propose that we go with the recommendations.
Tanzania.
Speaker, I second it.
Thank you.
Can I address you? Rules of debate. Point 29. Chapter 6, can I address you, Speaker, by show of hands? Yes. Page 16. It's on page 16.
Speaker, why are you giving us silent treatment? Let's not have a toxic relationship, Speaker. Please talk to us.
Councillor Blanche.
Speaker, yes, I just want to assist you, Speaker. In the event, you have the prerogative to change the rules of the order of business in any way. And what I want to add to assist you, as we have said, we're going to assist each other in this. What we were suggesting is that because there was an item that conflicts a councillor in this chambers, we just wanted you to say, I don't think you have dealt with point 4, where we declare, and then we could have said, okay, this councillor was implicated, declare that because the item was still in committee. Because this matter is the DA versus the municipality, and there's a councillor's name inside that item. Hence, we wanted you to go to point 4, the councillor declare, then you can change your order of business, which is allowed in your prerogatives. That's why we're just to tell you that we could have went to point 4, the councillors declared in here, and then we moved to the item. And then your ruling could still be your ruling.
Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Speaker. I will always say that the last legal opinion we got it here that the Speaker overrules everything. So that you have made, you have closed in committee. I find it disrespecting that we always want to show that we can flex by this house's laws. Remain in this house's laws, you can do everything as much as what? Because it was the same legal opinion that we get in this house, that the Speaker spoke the.
Councillor Kolope, we assisting you. How do we assist? I'm assisting now al verkeerd. Om te sê. Then we're going to have a problem there. Councillor Kolope, you are wrong then. Yeah, helping the speaker, yeah. I was also helped when I was new.
Can we listen? Oh, item is 7 now. Can we please listen?
Item 6, item 24408, appointment of acting director financial services for period 3 months with effect from 2nd September 2024 until 30 November 24, page 17.
The item is 7, Councillor Nell.
Speaker, I propose that we approach Mr. Felix Lotter to act as the CFO for the foreseeable future.
Deputy Mayor.
I second the recommendation.
What does that mean, approach?
You must appoint you, we can't approach you.
Yeah,
Speaker,
talks about.
You must be recognized by the speaker before you speak. Don't just
Speaker, can I add a recommendation? The item is still open.
Can excel in English, whereas.
Councillor Mangaba,
Thank you, Speaker.
Can I add a recommendation?
Speaker.
Don't speak English, man.
councillors, can we not speak, please, when there is a councillor on the floor speaking? Can we please respect each other?
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you for recognizing that we are actually in council and we're supposed to be deliberating on items and not just voting. Speaker, I see that the leading coalition is actually going with appointing Mr. Felix Lotter on this acting. However, in the previous item that was dealt with in committee, I'm not going to mention the name, but the person in question on that item, if we can still recall the decision that was taken, the principle was the same when he was actually when he was actually moved into the office where he is. And there is no conversation about him having to repay legal fees. There's no conversation about him having to return any amounts that he's received from the municipality. However, the principle was one, that the accounting officer as well as the CFO, how we dealt with their item and their case, the principle was the same. Now, if then it be that there must be monies that must be actually returned to the municipality, this must be spoken about even with regards to Mr. Lotter. And none of that is actually spoken about.
Deputy Mayor?
Madam Speaker, I'm going to remind, we're in an open agenda. Listen to take things to the committee. It's for the public not to know what we're invited for. I find it so amazed that every time now when we have to take people say in committee, of which we are raising the appetite now to the public. As we need to respect the things of the in committee. Here we're dealing with the appointment of a 3 months thingy. I would love us to say we've recommended, we've seconded it. I would love us to proceed, Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
There was a recommendation I wanted to.
The item was proposed and seconded, and then after I gave 2 hands to dwell on it, now we are moving
The counter proposal.
to the next item.
Madam Speaker, I think also you must also recognize the other side. You see, you cannot just dwell on the proposer and the second. As a speaker, must also look on the other side.
That's what I did, Councillor Fabai. After the item was closed, I did allow Councillor Mangaba to talk.
No, it's not Councillor Mangaba that is in this bench.
No, it,
Also, Councillor Michelle
Yeah,
was.
trying.
sorry, I don't see his hand, but I do look both sides. It's not that I bias and, okay.
Because I have a counter
Can we
proposal.
now proceed to the next item?
The next item is item C/1/245/08/24, acting appointment of municipal manager for a period of 3 months with effect from 2nd September 2024 until 30 November 2024, page 90.
The item is 7. Madam Mayor?
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my proposal is that we appoint Mr. Mbalelo Mamani
Wow.
as the acting municipal manager for the period with effect from 2nd September 2024 until 30th of November 2024.
Deputy Mayor?
Speaker, I second the recommendation.
Thank you.
Next item. It's item C/1/246/08/24, decomposition of municipal public accounts committee members.
Session, sorry. We have the item that we,
The one.
yeah, also acting.
Yeah,
Item, the next item is item C/1/250/08/24, appointment of acting director planning and development for a period of 3 months with effect from 2nd September 2024 until 30 November 2024.
The item is 7. Deputy Mayor?
Thank you, Speaker. I recommend that the council appoint Mr. Manoba Poingubo as Acting Director, Planning and Development of 3 months, as from the 2nd of September 2024 until 30 November 2024.
Councillor Nell,
I second it.
thank you. Next item,
80, yeah, right.
The next item is item
Services.
1/08/08/2 compensation of the responsibility cards for material. Page 22.
Councillor Kamka. He's up, she's a little.
suspect.
Yeah, as many gravy train.
The item is 7. Madam Mayor,
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my proposal is that we, as the chairperson, we appoint Councillor Renisha Willemse. And then to serve with her will be Councillor Blanche. We are proposing Councillor Swart and Councillor Sethi. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
thank you very much. Councillor Nell,
I will second that, Speaker.
Renisha Willemse.
I pay for you.
Next item,
Item C/1/249/08/24 status report airport business and long-term lease of the Plettenberg Bay Airport, page 27.
the item is 7.
Speaker,
Councillor Olifield,
Speaker, the councillors here on this section are making so much noise. I can't even hear what you are saying in front. So please call this house to order. We are honorable councillors. We can have the conversations with each other outside, but right now I'm sitting in council.
That was also for the mayor because she's also in conversations.
I'm not hearing her, I'm hearing you two here.
No, the mayor is also speaking.
Order,
So
guys.
it's also for the mayor.
It's Friday, better. Let's call it.
Deputy Mayor,
160 million.
thank you, Speaker. We know that we've been deliberating on this matter for quite some time. But today now we're saying that the council should take note of the content report. And also the council has been payment 5 million expense. We have another agenda. We therefore go with the recommendation of the acting lease 5 million to this level.
Any, Councillor Kamka, can you?
Councillor Nell,
Speaker, thank you. I second that.
Councillor Hines,
Madam Speaker, I just want to do you to Councillor Niel, is this still food steward or not? As item of the airport.
Speaker, through you, Speaker, I do not want to get into an argument on semantics. However, if they want an explanation, let me give them an explanation.
Councillor Niel?
The Speaker, the concept of food stewards is written into the agreement. However, there is also a portion in that agreement makes disclaimers. When the municipality was in charge during the period and any what do they call it, orders or instructions were incurred by the municipality during that time, they must, the municipality as such must take responsibility for that. In terms of those disclaimers, it is why the food stewards clause cannot be, because that takes out the food stewards clause. So let that just be the explanation. I do not want to expand and I do not want to get involved in discussions and arguments with the other side.
Follow up. Speaker.
Councillor Blanche,
Speaker, yeah,
Thank you for that. I'm grateful for the statement, Speaker.
which is a sign that the fact that Councillor Niall supported it tells me that he looked past the flaws that there was items that we've debated on lengthily. And then it was the very same councillor that raised his view and did not agree with anything on this. But I'm glad today we are here and we are saying sometimes we fight for the sake of fighting. It was under him as the MMC that he acknowledged that there was documents missing on this airport thing.
Exactly.
Under his watch as the councillor, as the MMC, he admitted that the airport, when dilapidated, and we found ourselves in trouble under his watch. But today, this airport will be safe for the sake of Plettenberg Bay, irrespective of whether he admitted or not. But he said when he was the MMC that under his watch, the airport dilapidated. But thank you for this item, Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. Madam Speaker, if possible, in the last council meeting on this item, we have asked a breakdown on from that 40 million that we have, 47, and now we landed on 5 million. We just need to know what was cut from that 40 million by the engineer, what was cut from that 40 million, so that we landed on 5 million. So we can see what is happening here. From 40 to 5, 47 to 5, it's big. It's too big. So we want to see what in the scope change now, if possible. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Councillor Mangaba.
Thank you, Speaker. And Speaker, before the accounting officer and whoever else was actually sitting in the negotiations can actually indulge us in terms of will this be 5 million, will it be the only amount that we're actually paying as a municipality? Because obviously from previous discussions, we knew that we were actually sitting at 47 million, and we had sent them to actually go negotiate on behalf of the municipality. And part of negotiation tools that we gave them was, could it be possible that when we enter into an agreement that it doesn't look this big, because we are still hoping to actually service our communities still. And I still maintain that this 5 million is actually steep, because ideally when we actually, when we discussed the issue, it was a matter of to transfer the risks. We are willing to actually look around 1.5 or 2 million, then the rest can be amortized over a period of 30 years. Now I am seeing it being this amount, and I tell you now it's actually big, and it will land in papers because of this. And this actually takes away from monies that could easily be used for service delivery. So I need to understand, how is it that we actually got to this stage, and is it going to be a once-off that we're paying, and do we even have the appetite as a municipality to actually do such? Because amortization was actually going to work perfectly for this municipality. Because what would that mean was, once we transfer risks, then throughout the 30 years per month, we'll be paying a fewer thousands rather than this 5 million that we're actually seeing on screen now. So I need to be indulged in that space by people that were sent to go negotiate on our behalf.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, first of all, really, I want us to be truthful, because as councillors, we have been sworn in, and you must be truthful as a councillor in business of council. Now, Madam Speaker, I'm very surprised and I'm disturbed by the executive mayor with that noise. I'm very surprised, Madam Speaker, that Councillor Nell, you see, in this council, we've got young councillors that we are grooming. We have got young councillors that we are grooming to be leading this town and be better citizens, the first citizens to speak the truth and to represent the community. Now, being hypocritical is very bad. Today you say this,
Tomorrow you say something else.
tomorrow you say another thing. I remember when we opened this item, we even discussed it as councillors, that how are we going to deal with this challenge? We opened it because it was a problem of Plettenberg Bay, the airport. And that airport was key to us. We wanted to solve the challenges that were there in front of us. Now, Councillor Nel comes today and I don't know whether he has forgotten about the things that he has said before. Really, I'm very disappointed, and as an old guard as he is, lying to young councillors,
Imagine.
in their faces and to the public, and he's laughing. It's very bad, man. We can't, as an old person, be not exemplar. It's very bad, Madam Speaker. And I'm very disappointed in him. Because I believe also he has got a legal background. Now, that makes me doubt if he really has a legal background.
No credibility.
So he was given by an apartheid government and lying to us and say he has got a legal background. Now, Madam Speaker, the last one, and Councillor Swart is intimidating me there.
Can you
Yeah.
please lower your hands? I have recognized.
Now, Madam Speaker, now the recommendations by the acting municipal manager. The council authorizing payment for 5 million. Now I want to ask, because we had a challenge about the license. Then is that money going to sort out the issue of license, a 5 million? I will end there.
Thank you very much, councillors. I will give now the acting MM to answer all questions about the 5 million.
Thank you very much, Speaker. On the item, stated that paragraph 5, if you look at the background, the 5 million, it's going to be a contribution to airport issues of runway and all the other issues. We must really appreciate what was done by the negotiating team to save this council so much money from 46 million negotiated to 5 million. And also that appears on the side addendum. If you go to page 31, you look at 4.1, it also states that this is a contribution. I can read it to you. The agreed contribution from the seller towards the project is 5 million in full and final. There will be no other amounts that will be paid on the airport construction or project. So I think that clarifies the issue. 5 million.
Thank you. That is Mayor.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you to the acting MM for verifying those issues. I think I am glad that the council has also raised their concerns, because they are quite correct. All of us, we debated this issue very passionately, because like the acting MM has said, the initial proposals that came to council in terms of this recommendations that we originally had concerned all of us. And then secondly, council did then go further and make a resolution to appoint a team from this council to negotiate on our behalf. So this item is to inform council and to also make you aware that there's a payment of 5 million that we need to authorize to sort out those issues so that we don't lose our license. So it is just unfortunate that since I came in on Monday and then also on Tuesday, I did ask the acting municipal manager to brief me and to try and get a comprehensive report. But unfortunately, I also only received this last night. And I think all of us, we want this matter to be concluded. And then let me then also explain the issue of the budget, because it's a valid concern. The next item where we deal with the rollover adjustment budget, we will then take you to explain where exactly this 5 million will come from. And I can assure you that it will not affect service delivery items that we have committed onto the public. So if you can just allow us to if you are happy that we accept this, and when we get to the rollover, we will explain how it will affect the budget. Thank you.
Councillor Swart.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I mean, this has come a long way, obviously. And if I recall correctly, in the last council meeting, this council manager the right to go and discuss with Aero SA and to deliberate around the amount and what is needed to be done. And I think it's quite clear in the report that we've got where it says the purpose of the report is to update council on the negotiations that the acting municipal manager, who was Mr. Ralph Links at the time, engaged in terms of the previous council item. And the background's also clear on that we're not paying the whole amount to fix the runway, but making a contribution. And if I recall correctly, at the time, there was also discussions around who is responsible for this, depending on the contract as well. And that is why the acting municipal manager was tasked to discuss this with RSA Aero and to resolve it. And that's what I understand from this. So it's a culmination of a long process that has happened since the 28th of June, if I can recall, a number of meetings since then. And this, as the acting MM today has also said, doesn't absolves of any payments, future payments towards repair of the runway as well. So I think this is what we were trying to achieve right at the start when we got the regional bill of quantities, and in trying to resolve who is responsible to get the runway back into a condition where we can have a Category 5 license again. And that's also clear in here that RSA Aero will now apply for that license from the CAA. So that's just I wanted to make comment on that. Thanks, Speaker.
Thank you very much. I give everyone now a fair chance. After the item was proposed and closed, but I still take hands from the opposition and two hands. And I
ask a question, and then we get a response from the accounting officer. If we have follow-up, we are allowed to achieve follow-ups.
Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, first of all, I want to give the credit to the team that the council approved to go and negotiate. They did their work. They took away 41 million. They brought us to 5 million.
40 actually.
But what I want to see, or what needs to be provided with us, it states it's a contribution. We are contributing the 5. It means that the other amount, the 41, will come somewhere else. I just want to see the breakdown, Madam Speaker. How did we land on that 5? And we want to know if it is same AO, it's going to contribute to 41, it's fine. But I really want to see the scope of the 40, and because of amount is calculated on the scope of work is going to be done then. Yeah? And Madam Speaker. So I want that piece. I want to see the 5 million breakdown in that scope that we are contributing, and then the rest is going to be contributed was by anonymous.
Okay, Chancellor Mangnaba.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, since we are actually dealing with monies belonging to the public, and the meeting is actually open to the public, I think it would best assist the public that when we craft the items, we don't leave any calculations not reflecting on the recommendation. Because I can see it says 5 million excluding VAT, meaning we are paying 5,750,000. it's good that we actually give figures as such, because not everyone is actually a finance fundi to actually get exactly how much we're spending. I am a bit confused about the wording of the contract itself, because it refers to us as sellers. Now, I just need clarity in that, because I understand that a lot of the councillors in this house would have retired when I take over as the mayor, and then these questions are going to be posed to me that what did we do to the airport? Did we sell it and all of that? So I need to understand those intricacies so that we are clear that we have not sold the airport, however we're listing it out. I just need to be, I just need to be put abreast of that. Is that what the contract is saying? So that when I need to account one day, I'm able to say this is what actually transpired. And again, to correct my aging colleague over there, the negotiations were, when people we sent for negotiations were a team of 4 officials, not the accounting officer.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Greetings to everyone here. My question is on the acting MM's appointment. All I need to know is that there is a case before the court and the case is still open. And then now, you are here actually to appoint him as acting MM. I just want to know. I'm still on the floor. Protect me, Speaker.
I think it's been dealt.
Protect me, Speaker. I'm not finished.
Please.
Speaker, I think it's only fair that you give her airtime, because she had raised her hand, however you missed her.
I think Councillor Hell must learn. He must.
Woman protection. I say woman protection.
Hi, Bo.
Speaker, I'm not against of his appointment, because I remember I was the one who was
Fighting for him to be not for his suspension anyway. But my question is that, will that not have a bearing on the case? Because there is a case in court now where you're appointing him as acting MM. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. I think I want to mention the concerns of President because we even moved 2 items beyond that. But we heard her concerns. I'm sure in the next time she will get it. Let me come to this one of the question of are we selling or are we listening? From onset, the item was saying the argument of sale of business and long-term developmental lease. What right there now we're talking about, because even from onset plus yes, that this argument, this whole business transaction, that it was having a double kind of business set. There was a lease of the building, there was a selling of the business. Part of the selling of business, it was a matter of that we can't sell this business with the runway that is not proper. Part of that business was selling is attached with the maintenance of the runway. So hence now we are here to say, hence we are saying selling, because it's the business that we are selling that includes all these conditions in order we can sell it properly. And again, coming to the point of 45 million, we have never agreed on 45 million yet. It was estimation. Yes. All of us, we knew. It came down from 45, it went to 30. It went down to 30 as these councillors. We agreed that let's go and put this to the director of Felton to go and check what's there. And when we get the whole information, how much is there, it went and came as 12 million and some odd. We are contributing 5 million to the 12 million and some odd that are the repairs that are worth that runway. I don't know whether the councillors are forgetting as much as far as we went as us all when it comes to this matter. I would appeal that the 45 million or whatever amount, let's put it out of the table, because from onset it was an estimated figure. We never adopted the 45 million as a price of this airport, Bitou. Let's not mislead the communities. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much. Now, section 2, issue of finance, and take us through.
Section 2. Five, first, adjustment budget of the 2023-2024 medium term revenue expenditure framework in brackets MTRAF.
Item 7. Executive Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think, Madam Speaker, we need to ask someone from finance, to be fair, to take us through the adjustments, to take the councillors through the adjustments and explain why the adjustments was needed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Secretary Blanche.
Oh, I wanted to just have an intro into this item, but unfortunately, while the administration was reading, you were already looking that way. I just wanted also to say that, can we just go and let her talk and for a second or propose? But it's done now.
Because you want to check your new horizon if is it not big up.
It says 1 and 7.
Oh, cutting your new horizon.
Oh, it's in the oven.
Thank you, Speaker. While we allow the finance team to actually do the breakdown and take us through the report, may they also highlight what I was promised by the executive mayor here, where that 5,750,000.
Yeah.
Can the finance please take us through?
Terms of this item 7. So we've there was not all council that day, so we had to apply for Schedule G. So Provincial Treasury gave us additional timelines, asked a lot of applications. Hence the item before us now. So what normally we deal with the rollovers in terms of August. It's normally projects that were unspent in the previous financial year, and it just gives an opportunity for these projects to be rolled over into the new financial year. The projects that form part of it are listed under page 17. These projects for 53 as part of the meeting. These projects have the new horizon stormwater upgrades. This portion that was left over, that has been rolled over. The Plettenberg stormwater project as well upgrades. This portion from the previous year that was over as well. Then on the water and water distribution. Current upgrade in this project that has been rolled over. The project that started this financial year. Then we got an unforeseen and unavoidable expenditure memo that was approved for the Valley Reservoir. There was a tender that was submitted. However, the tender came above the budgeted amount, and the youth department asked to move funding from the building project to top up the Valley project. As council are either way, the upgrading of building got a grant of 12 million from WSIG, so that was the first part funding this project. Beyond in terms of electrical, the asset replacement it's left open as well. In terms of the SCADA system that we use, there's a portion left over from previous year. That's also included in the financial year. The plate upgrading of overhead underground network. Portion that was left over, that's the rollover. Electrification of informal segments, as well as the electrification of the 204 households of Ebenezer. That what portion that was left over that has been rolled over to the financial year, as well as new high mast lights and the street lights, the main budgets. In terms of fleet under the waste section, high compact containers that is used for transportation of waste. Also, the tender was not included in the previous year. That's why it's also new financially as well. Under the office of the MM, we had furniture and equipment. In terms of furniture, as council is aware, there was tender out in the previous financial year that the service provider defaulted at close to the end of the financial year. That's why we requested the rollover funding because there's still furniture projects. Then in terms of facilities, the new IC Community Hall had a saving lift, and it has been over to finalize other projects on the BOQ. The Plettenberg Community Hall, that project has not commenced, and the budget was also rolled over to the financial. And the last project on the list in terms of capital is the specialized cameras at the waste transfer station, which has been. That's in terms of capital. In terms of operational rollovers, in the previous, as part of the 100-day time lapse of the previous executive, a house was identified in Plettenberg that was burned down. There was a saving left on that house at the end of the financial year, so it was held over for the house to be concluded the current financial year. If I'm not mistaken, the house has been finalized, so it's just for payment now. The other portion of the money for grants is for the TRAs in Grantzoek that should also concluded this financial year. We received a 2.5 million in planning for phase 4 from public housing. That amount is also financially. This was the previous one. Then in terms of the last part, which is the airport, we set aside under the transfers of cities our capital contribution of 5 million. The funding from that we took from our electricity. Due to the current trend in SSG, solar, we use that portion for now to fund the project. Should we come at the adjustment budget February and we see that electricity is starting to pick up, because our purchases we adjusted in that time and fund to top it up again. But for now, that is the adjustments.
Thank you very much, Chris. Mayor?
Thank you, Speaker. I hope they put councillors at rest. One of our priorities is that when we've committed to service delivery items and projects that affects the communities directly, we definitely don't want to put ourselves as well as all councillors in a position where we need to go back to communities and now cut budgets and explain why we can't deliver on our promises. So also councillors in the meantime, while also investigating, as I said, I didn't have sufficient time, but we also, I also then was told in terms of our financial that we actually in a yearly per annum, our losses on the airport is 4.7 million. So that coupled with the issue of a license, I think I would really then, if councillors are happy, ask that we accept this proposal as is, and with that, I propose to accept the recommendations.
Councillor Terblanche?
Speaker, yeah. Now it's quite a good information that came from the I'm grateful for the fact that we can sit here today and agree on service delivery matters. If you could look at some of those things, even as far as what has been said there on the Katula things, when it got to my attention, you could see that the attention is there to not sabotage certain things. Collectively, we can just sit here today and say, for my side specifically, I'm happy with what has been tabled. And thank you for them also for their hard work. I know Christopher and them always, they don't sleep, they play these cards and then stay up late. But when it comes to finance matters, they always go the extra mile. And therefore, I'm grateful for what they have done on this adjustment. And I would then like to second. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just take it. Let me just the recommendation. The financial year is supposed to be 2024-2025. Currently returned 2023-2024. So we just amend that. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Moving to
the next item Is item C/2/227/08/24, section 71 report for the month of July 2024. Page 117.
Executive Mayor.
Mr. Speaker, once again, I'm a firm believer when it comes to finance, that we get an introduction from the administration. If there's any issues they would like to highlight, Christopher, and so that we can give councillors a chance if they want to elaborate. It's my proposal once again. Thank you, Christopher.
Thank you very much. Can Chris please take us through?
The item is that Michael, but because it was the Michael, we had to bring it to council for noting. It's the acts that 1 July, start of the new financial year. So in terms of new financial year, normally it's a slow start. So in terms of our revenue, just a quick overglance. The property rates for the first month, we are more or less in line. Projected 3.9 million budget for revenue for property rates. However, the actual came about 19 million. That is the main reason is the rebates that were previously provided have now been by council, so it is removed. So basically, all property values from 350 up until 1 million, they be according to our policies. There's electricity, we have an underperformance of 4%. However, as we said, the fix of people going over to solar, we have been seeing it a lot in this report as well. So we'll have to start looking at ways to maximize our revenue from electricity. Try and look at other avenues. Load shedding has now been, has stopped. But we have now been with more than 127 days without load shedding. So hopefully, based on that, we will start seeing an increase in the trend of electricity from our consumers. Normally, underwater is underperforming normally during the colder months. So it's expected that our water revenue would be at an increase times. Our sanitation and our refuse has been underperforming. But as I said, this is normally the first few months of the new financial year we see this trend. Then in terms of our transfers, we haven't received any grants as of yet. So hopefully in August, our equitable share and the remaining of the grants start coming into our bank accounts. In terms of our expenditure is underperforming, but that's also due to the fact that it's the beginning of the month. Our employee-related cost is underperforming, but that is due to vacancy still, positions. Our bulk purchases is now underperformance because we normally pay our bulk electricity to our Eskom accounts in the following month. So July is being used for starting in August. So the next month's report, which will be now for August, would reflect July as well as a portion of August in our books. In terms of contracted services, slow spending has started the financial year, but we emphasize in our report that the user departments should actually start actively spending because the budget is available. So that our service delivery is not affected in terms of delivery on the contracted matters. So in conclusion, the municipality is reporting a surplus for the first month of July of 20.4 million in terms of the budget. So our current ratio, we are below best practice, but we are still above the 1-to-1 norm, meaning that 1 month 1 month's worth of expenditure, including 1 month equals 1 month's worth of liability. Still fine within that. In terms of our collection rates, our data collection rate for the first month of July, we're seeing a 91% collection rate, which is above the 90% norm. So it's a good sign. And we have 1,500 worth of credits that we're still open. That is the financial statement. Any questions?
Thank you, Chris. Councillor Nell?
Speaker, can I thank Councillor for Chris? I recommend we go with the recommendation.
Executive Mayor?
Seconded, Speaker.
Moving to section 3, corporate services. First item is item C/3/225/0/24. Announcements of mayoral committee in brackets Bitou, executive mayor, page 211.
Executive Mayor?
Speaker, I would like to announce, or if it's a point, or announce Councillor now for the portfolio of finance and corporate, and Councillor Annalise Renata Willefeer for community services and engineering.
Yeah, Michael, sorry. Yeah, your Michael members. And fellow deputy mayor is also an
Yes, the deputy mayor will remain in the portfolio and that services. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can we have a seconder?
No, there's no second.
An announcement.
Announcement.
Sorry for.
Can you send it in email?
Moving.
C/3/226/008/24. The recomposition of portfolio committees, section 80 committees in brackets, page 213.
Executive Mayor?
Thank you, Speaker. We will start with engineering services and community services portfolio. Councillor, as we have announced, Councillor Renata Willefeer is the chairperson, and we would like Councillor Seti, Councillor Dave Swart, and then the Deputy Executive Mayor, Councillor Kolwapu, to serve in their portfolio. Then we move to finance and corporate, which Councillor Nyal is the chairperson, and we would like Councillor Mangaba, I know it is favorite, Councillor Mslana, which is Councillor Nyal's favorite, and then Councillor Annalise Willefeer to serve in the committee. And then we move to the strategic services, which is Councillor Kolwap, and then we've got Councillor Kabai, and we've got Councillor Mitchell, and we've got Councillor Nyal serving the portfolio. Serving in our portfolio. Yes, I think that's the end of it. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe we must be assisted local government. Because in national parliament, it is a prerogative for political parties to deploy their respective employees to whatever portfolios for continuity and set of skills. But yes, me also, I hear that the deputy mayor would also be serving as a member in these portfolios, yet she portfolio head. You are a portfolio head, but I yet mentioning your name in these portfolios.
No, it's Mr. Kabai at Councillor Michelle and Councillor Bionel at strategic. Engineering.
Engineering, she mentioned your name.
So I was an impact chairperson, but serving at engineering last time was wrong. I was also serving at the engineering committee, but being an impact chairperson. Can you get guidance?
Chief Executive can clarify this issue to the councillors. Hear what they. Briefly.
Madam Speaker.
Yeah.
The executive mayor to make those decisions.
Thank you.
I cannot find anything, or think of anything in law that would prohibit a choice. So it's like the president, he decides who's his ministers and deputy ministers and so on. Yes, but the political parties do deployments, but it's not a hard and fast rule. So I can't say anything. There's no conflict of interest.
Just let me guide, let me give a simple guidance. If we go to the item itself and we go to the recommendations as they are written here, so that the municipal council appoints these section committees. It's the council, it's not parties, but it's the council that appoints. So this council, now we have had proposals from the mayor that this must comprise of this section 80, these names. And now it's this council that now must decide on those. There is nothing that prohibits any council to serve or limit a council to serve in one committee. Councillors can serve in different committees. There is no issue about that. No law that prohibits that. So that I think it clarifies the issue. So now there's a proposal on the table. There are names, and if parties feels that they are not satisfied with a certain name in a certain committee, they can do a counter proposal, and then if there's two proposals, then they go to vote, and then the one that gets the vote, and then that proposal will stay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Acting Councillor Nell.
Speaker, my understanding, and I speak in a correction, I would like the legal department to verify whether I'm right or wrong, but I believe that this is in the delegations of the executive, the appointment. So, I'm speaking under correction, so I would just like the legal department to confirm whether I'm right or wrong.
Madam Speaker, sorry.
Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry. Madam Speaker, I don't have the delegations with me now, the full delegation, so I can't really comment on that. I'm not aware of that it is, the delegation is with the executive mayor. I might be wrong.
This matter is brought to council because the council must decide on this appointment of section 8. The delegation that the mayor has is the appointment of its maker. That's why it was not an appointment that was done here. It was an announcement. Now we go to section 8. It's the council that appoints the subcommittees. These are subcommittees of council, which must be appointed by council. Now we have the item correct written here. We just need to stick to the item. It's simple. There's a proposal. If there's a counter, there's a counter. You vote for the two proposals. Then, yeah.
Thank you for the clarity through you, Madam Speaker. With that, then I propose that we go with the recommendations with that table.
Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Councillor Papai.
No, Madam Speaker, I was going to raise that we don't trust Councillor Nell's legal jargon anymore. It's incredible.
So you always.
So you must not talk.
Councillors, please let us behave.
Talk about legal matters anymore. Yes, Council. Yeah, not in this council. He must just be an MMC. We are not going to listen to him anymore. Otherwise, the process that was done, Madam Speaker, the Deputy Mayor is doing something that is not.
Deputy Mayor, please.
She has a knife in her pocket.
Let's take a break. I'm still waiting for your
Deputy Mayor,
protection.
can you please behave? And carry on, Councillor Tapai.
I wanted her to say sorry.
I said sorry.
Thank you. So, whatever the process of Section 80 committees was done is correct, so it's fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, can I just comment and say, it is quite comforting to see how much attention I actually draw from this.
So I don't
take it as fun.
I don't want to kill you because your age doesn't allow me to deal with you.
Don't worry, I'll deal with him on your behalf.
Look after your age, otherwise you won't last this year.
Thank you very much. Can we now proceed? The next item.
It concludes the items under open discussion. And go back to the old.
Not the review of Salga.
Sorry. The next item is item C/3/227/08/24. Review of nominations of council representatives to Salga Provincial Working Groups, page 222.
224, the item is 7. Executive Mayor.
Thank you, Speaker. For municipal capability and institutional resilience. Myself, Jessica Kamkam, and the Sokundi we are proposing is Councillor Claude Blanche. Then we move over to community development.
Request.
Now,
Request.
we are proposing Councillor Annalise Willoughby, and we want kindly Councillor Seti to be her Sokundi. So with governance and intergovernmental relationships or relations, we would Councillor Busarkwe, and then the Sokundi is Councillor Sandiso Kamai.
Oh, you know my name.
And move to number 4, which is economic planning, electricity and renewables and councils. We've got the proposal, Councillor Kolwapi, of course, and Sokundi, Councillor Hein Mitchell. Then we move to human settlements and transport, also Councillor Kolwapi, and then the Sekunde will be Councillor Ma.
Not my name next to her, please.
Ngaba. And then we go to emergency services and disaster. We then have Councillor Annalise Renata Willoughby, and Sokundi, we would like to Councillor Mhlana. Then we move to number 7, which is one of my favorites. It's municipal finance and digital solutions. Councillor Bolial and Councillor Kamkam is the support. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Those are the proposals.
Thank you very much. Do we have a second on this one? Councillor Nell?
I propose we go with the I second the recommendation of the Mayor, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much. We are moving to the agenda now, going back to our agenda. Councillor Hein?
Speaker, Madam Speaker. Caucus, please.
Councillor Hein.
I'm focusing on time, Madam Speaker, it's fine.
7 hours.
7 hours.
Not much.
I get 20. I get 20.
Councillors, please, you will have as much as time as you want during the weekend. Speak whatever you want to speak, but now let us concentrate on the council. We are moving now to item number 11, which is urgent matters submitted by the municipal manager, none received. Number 12, consideration of notice of motion, none received. Number 13, consideration of notices of question, none received. Number 14, consideration of motions of exigency, none received. Number 15.1 to point 2, we have dealt with that. It was the in-committee matters. Moving to number 16, which is the recording of councillors present.
Councillor Kam present.
Councillor Noxicolo present.
Councillor Bill present.
Councillor Renisha Williams present.
Councillor Annelies Renata Olivier present.
Councillor Swart present.
Councillor Seti present.
Councillor Terblanche present.
Councillor Bob Biden, present.
Mayor of Town, Councillor Samgile Mangwaba present.
Councillor Kabai present.
Councillor Bungi Pusakwe present. Let's take us now to item number 17. That is the closure of this meeting. Thank you very much, councillors and the officials.
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you.